Oh, this heart of mine was made for you. I keep falling in love. Dreams should take some time, but they come true. I keep falling in love. The way I'm feeling, darling, it's like jumping off the edge. A little like free falling. May never catch my breath. All I wanna do is keep falling in love with you. Can't believe my eyes, I finally see. Must be falling in love. Angel in the sky, brought to me. Must be falling in love. The way I'm feeling, darling, it's like jumping off the edge. A little like free falling. May never catch my breath. All I wanna do is keep falling in love with you.
Dark out. It's raining outside pretty solid, so I came inside the, I guess I call this the canning room. So I came inside the canning room to stay dry, to keep my camera dry. So I hope everyone is doing well. I myself have had a couple of rough weeks as far as Buttercup goes. Yeah, she just hasn't been herself, and I feel very, very tired right now. Last night I think I went to sleep at around 7, and then Buttercup woke me up at around 11:30 p.m. So I've been up since then. Yeah, she's turned into a bit of a weirdo in her old age. I don't know what's going on. But last week I ended up going to Port McNeil with my neighbors for a supply run. And I have video of that. I'll just show you that right now. took. When I go on these trips, I'm pretty limited as to, like, I can't wander off and get some footage because I'm on somebody else's schedule and I really want to respect that. So yeah, so I think we're going again before Christmas for sure. So when I got back from Port McNeil, I got into the cabin and Buttercup was in a tizzy. Like, she was, like, her mouth was like buckets of water, she was drooling, just, it was like a tap was on, and she was panting, and her eyes were bulging. She just was almost like she was panicked about something. At first I thought, oh no, she's having a heart attack, but then it ended up not being the case, thank goodness. But yeah, I don't know, like, if something happened, like maybe she fell while I was gone and got stuck in a certain position for a certain amount of time and wasn't able to get herself out of that position, or if an animal came up to the cabin and scared her, because it was pure fear in her eyes. I also thought maybe it was because she couldn't sense me or smell me on the property or hear me moving around the property, because she can usually hear me doing stuff. So maybe she just knew I wasn't here and it freaked her out. I don't know, but yeah, so it took about 2 hours to calm her down. But then the week after that, I couldn't go anywhere. Like, I couldn't leave the cabin without her crying, and she's not a crier. She doesn't cry ever. Like, she'll literally fall over and not be able to get up, and she'll just sit there patiently, not say a word, waiting for me to come help her up. So yeah, I still don't know what went on, but the week after that, it was like she was a different dog. Yeah, it was really, I was stressed out about it. But I think she was more stressed than I was. This week's a little bit better. Yeah, she's doing a little bit better. She's sleeping more, but so back to me being tired, now she doesn't sleep at night. So she'll wake up and then she'll just sit and pant in my face until I wake up. And then I wake up, and then as soon as I'm awake, she'll go back to sleep. But if I go back to sleep, an hour later, she's panting in my face again. So yeah, so I haven't been sleeping very well lately. I think in the last 2 days, I've probably had 5 hours of sleep. But that's okay. I just hope she's okay. I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe she's getting old. And we had the hunters come. They left after their trip at about probably 6 in the morning, and it was pitch dark out, and they needed me to help them with something. So I'll just take Buttercup out with me and have her go to the washroom. I met up with the guys to, get what they needed, and Buttercup, she wasn't around, and I thought, oh, she'll be fine. She's probably just off going to the bathroom. She'll come up. And also I heard this howling, like a crying from her, and I panicked, and I just dropped everything and just ran. I didn't know what was going on. And she literally was standing in the middle of the path, frozen, completely frozen, not moving, just crying. And as soon as she kind of felt me there, she just was like, oh my God, I'm so happy you're here. And I took her back to the cabin immediately, and she was so happy to go back to the cabin. So part of me wonders, like, maybe she's going blind or something, because maybe she couldn't see and she started to panic. But anyway, so that's what I'm dealing with Buttercup. But it's okay, I don't mind. She's gonna, things are gonna go downhill. She's an old girl. And yeah. I think I'm really tired. Anyway, so last week, 2 weeks ago, I did a supply run to Port McNeil. I've done so much raking. Holy moly, I've done a lot of raking. Part of me thinks just leave it until the leaves stop falling. Or I think one of the guests that were here with the owners the other day just said, just leave it till spring and then rake it all up then. But it just gets so thick and I can't stand it. I gotta get it up, I gotta rake it. So anyways, I did a lot of raking, a lot of hauling of leaves last week. There were a lot, so I ended up using the side-by-side instead of the wheelbarrow.
I love you, I hate it, I can't get through. I've tried to rename it to a face, not you, but it can't be contained, it just won't do what I want, so I'll let it out. My body's been aching from times hard work, and I'm sorry for shaking in your steady grace, but I'll say it if you say it, but I won't go first. If you wanna leave, then walk me out. Let's go get lost on a long back road, where the river turns to streams and the time moves slow. It's not anything you say, anywhere we go, it's just being alone with you now, being alone with you. Death like a shadow, or love like a light. Every step it must follow, then stay back and fight. But you laid down, you stood for in your life's great breath. You sigh out, but we never die. Let's go get lost on a long back, where the river turns streams and the time moves slow. It's not anything you say, anywhere we go, it's just being alone with you, being alone with you. Let's say let's go get lost on a long back, where the river turns to streams and the time moves slow. It's not anything you say, anywhere we go, it's just being alone with you. Let's go get lost on a long back road, where the river turns to streams and the time moves slow. It's not anything you say, anywhere we go, just being alone with you. Being alone with you. Being alone.
So this week I had to equalize the batteries. For those of you who don't know, equalizing batteries, it's simply just filling the water up. On my end, technically I don't really understand it, but it's just on my end. I just fill up the batteries with water and then run the inverter. I switch it to equalize and then it runs for about 3 hours, and the inverter equalizes the batteries somehow. So yeah, that's all I have to do. But I was filling up the batteries and I thought, this porch needs to be cleaned. So it was at the front of the main house. So I ended up just, washing the counter, and then I saw something else, and then I saw something else, and I ended up making a day of it. I ended up just cleaning everything and then pulling out the power washer I love power washing. It's just such a satisfying job. The results are instantaneous. It's just so satisfying. But yeah, I think it actually turned out okay. It ended up looking pretty nice at the end. So I did that, and I also, what else did I do? The basic stuff. Filled the tanks in the dock. I ran the waves, so I have to run the waves so the wheels don't seize. And I ended up greasing them as well. Yeah, so it was a pretty busy couple of weeks. Just a lot of really odd jobs here and there. I ended up not taking a ton of footage. I was just so concerned about just getting the job done and then getting back to Buttercup, because she yeah, it's getting better. So I don't know, I'm hoping it'll just fix itself. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I think I'm going back to bed. I am so exhausted, but yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to visit with me, and thanks for watching.